This is a Clark University podcast.
I juggle so much, so I feel like just being here and still being able to succeed and go further, perseverance is key. There's limited time for everyone here, can't waste any time. So I'm just driven to inspire other people, and I feel like the best way to do that is like show them the obstacles, or not even just show them the obstacles, but if they see what you've accomplished or made it through, it might inspire someone else to just keep going with whatever they're fighting with.
Nate Bethancourt runs a small business and is a student at Clark University. He's part of a new program on campus called Liberal Arts for Returning Citizens, LARC for short. The program is for formerly incarcerated individuals and offers the chance to matriculate at Clark. Nate has lived in Worcester's Main South neighborhood for years and now has his heart set on pursuing a degree.
When I was younger, my brother used to DJ at the Clark, a bunch of Clark events and parties and stuff. So I was kind of familiar with the school. Everyone has different perceptions of people. Seeing people from a different background or different walk of life being in the same space as others, it kind of shows them they're just as productive, just as educated as someone else.
John Dobson, a professor of entrepreneurship and innovation, is among Clark faculty teaching LARC courses. Jennifer Plant and Shelley Tenenbaum also instruct. John has discovered that the classes are a bit different than instructing typical undergraduates.
The level of collaboration and cooperation within this group of students is the best I've seen anywhere. They have the work ethic, they have the drive to better their lives. They don't mind holding each other accountable, like they'll call each other out for social loafing or just not putting the time in.
I'm Melissa Hansen, a producer in Clark's communications office, and this is Challenge Change. Nate has completed a communications course and an entrepreneurship course. He's currently taking sociology.
I'm an entrepreneur at heart, so just being able to learn more and expand on what I already knew. I really like this class, as well with the resources, letting students use the food trucks and stuff like that. And then for the writing class, I'm also a writer. I write a lot, so I really loved writing an oral communications class as well. I wrote a memoir in that class, my first memoir. So I say they go hand in hand to me personally.
Nate makes and sells juices under the name Health Yourself. You can find him on Instagram, and we'll link it in the show notes. Some of his popular items include a vibrant purple beet juice and a small wellness shot bursting with flavors of ginger and pineapple.
So I come from a family of like diabetes, high blood pressure, and so on. In today's age, with COVID and a lot of people always being sick, not a lot of people are cautious of what they put in their bodies. So I started that business for kind of to spread the knowledge on the benefits of eating better and having a healthier diet. I've personally felt a great difference since I started changing my diet and everything. I use all organic, like fruits and vegetables. It's not just the flavors. They usually target different parts of the body. So it's like headaches, skincare, gut problems, energy.
Nate sells his juices on campus during Wednesday pop-ups. He gets to explore his entrepreneurial spirit while building relationships with fellow Clarkies.
The students from the LARC program are able to set up during our Wednesday pop-ups. The traditional undergrads are excited, have been excited that LARC students are here. They know about the program. There's been some effort to try to collaborate with them, doing projects with them.
When John has tried to recruit potential students for the program, he's heard that formerly incarcerated people are worried they won't be accepted on a college campus.
Now, I can't speak to the students, but I'm assuming there was a lot of nervousness about coming to campus and not fitting in. But what I've seen is that they've been welcomed by Clark, and many of the students have taken full advantage of the opportunities presented.
John and Nate feel that entrepreneurship offers a path forward.
People crave respect, so much so that they'll kill for respect. You respect somebody who has committed a crime, right? And so entrepreneurs, you can see how entrepreneurship overcomes that, right? You're respected for doing something productive in your community. And then, affiliation. Right now the affiliation is through a gang membership. But entrepreneurs, by definition, in the cohort model that we develop, we are a gang of entrepreneurs, right? Entrepreneurs get together and talk about their ideas and their challenges, and that was sort of my experience. As I was starting my business, we'd get together a Friday afternoon and talk about all the nonsense that happened the week before and plot new ways. And at that point, I realized once I lined up the factors of antisocial behavior with what entrepreneurship does, I said, okay, now I believe it. And then when I went inside the Worcester House of Corrections to teach, or when I was teaching in Maine South, it was like, wow, it's an incredible group of students. And I teach, I'll tell you, I teach at Harvard, I teach exec ed, I teach undergrads here at a top 100 university. But the power of entrepreneurship to transform lives, to get people out of poverty, get people productive members of society. I get more out of it than they do, to be honest. It's quite powerful for me. It's transformative as to how I think about what I do.
Yeah.
I feel like it changes the mindset of whoever was formerly incarcerated transitioning to an entrepreneur mindset. Because usually when you have felonies, you're not really thinking about getting a job, or even if you are, it's still that barrier where you have to deal with the background check and more than 50% of not getting the job and so on. So I feel like if once you're transitioned to the entrepreneur mindset, you're not thinking about getting a job or working for someone and those other barriers that come with it. Now you're more focused on building it yourself, and you don't have people tell you, no, you can't get a certificate because you're a felon, or you can't start a business because you're a felon. So that also plays into the part of entrepreneurship, how it connects with formerly incarcerated people as well.
Yeah, I'll just add one more thing. What's shocking, the stats are shocking, right? 70% are readmitted to the House of Correction within 3 years. So they convict another felony, right? Part of the reason is that 50% are homeless within a year, and you can't get a job if you have a felony conviction, right? So you can't get a job, you're homeless. What else are you going to do other than get back into this petty crime and then build it up, right? And so entrepreneurship, I firmly believe, is a way to break that cycle. If you have something to live for, you're slowly building something better, it gives you an option, right?
If Nate matriculates at Clark, he hopes to study business. Right now, he's vying to take his business to the next level by competing in Clark Tank, the university's version of the ABC television series.
I used to always watch Shark Tank, and already having my business started, figured I'd be a good fit. I know there's people going through much worse than I am. We're all trying to figure this out and graduate and go to the next level.
To learn more about entrepreneurship at Clark, visit clarku.edu/entrepreneurship. Challenge Change is produced by Andrew Hart and Melissa Hansen for Clark University. Find other episodes wherever you listen to podcasts.
1, 2, 3. Clark!